y'all, welcome back to my channel, At Home with Willowberry. Or if you're new, welcome. But where have you been? I'm so happy to see you here. My name is Valerie, and in today's video, we are continuing the renovations here in our nearly 50-year-old double-wide mobile home fixer-upper. We spent the morning tearing down our son's bedroom wall, and then in the afternoon I work on a few chores around the house, and then later in the evening I make dinner for the family. It was a beautiful day of mobile home living here in the Virginia mountains, so if you're interested, I hope you'll stick around and enjoy the video. How are y'all doing today? It's my hope that you're all having the best day ever. I know we are. The weather here in Virginia is absolutely beautiful. We're all happy and healthy. Our bellies are full. We have a roof over our heads and a warm bed to sleep in. I couldn't ask for anything more. I tell you what, I'm so happy to be back working on the renovations here in our 1975 double-wide fixer-upper again. We've made good progress in our middle son's bedroom, but we got a little bit off track this summer. We did manage to pull down the old water-damaged wood paneling. We ripped down the ceiling and old insulation. We reinforced the rafters to be able to support a sheetrock ceiling, and then we replaced the old insulation with new. Today, Tim will be removing the wall that separates the bedroom from the living room. It's a flimsy wall that we want to rebuild stronger, but that will be later, after we replace the subfloor. There's not too much to say about how Tim plans to remove the wall, except he plans to use a hammer, a crowbar, a sawzall, and good old brute force. He's going to knock the wall down, so if you're ready, let's get to it. Maybe flimsy wasn't the right word to describe this wall because it sure isn't coming down like it's flimsy. It's just a thin wall that was a bit wobbly, but it's not coming down without a fight, that's for sure. I forgot to mention, but we're also removing the living room closet. I'm not sure what we will put there by the front door, but I know I don't want a closet because it makes the room feel small and cluttered. I'm thinking that a built-in bench with peg hooks for hats or coats would be nice, or maybe some cubbies to store shoes in. If you have any suggestions, then feel free to let me know down below. All I know is that I want to be able to try to open up the living room as much as possible. We're getting there, y'all. He just needs to remove this last section of wall, and then we're going to be calling it quits for the day. Unfortunately, we have limited available time to work on renovations. Tim has to run one of our boys up to the dentist, so I'll be staying at home with Granny, which works out just fine because I have a few chores to take care of, like making my bed and folding a few loads of laundry. Well, y'all, the wall is gone. I was glad to see that brick wall come down, that's for sure. Now we just need to clean up a little bit before Tim takes off to go run some errands and I work on a few daily chores. Well, y'all, as you can see, we have about 5 watermelons growing down in the garden, but that's all we have left growing. The deer got the cabbages, cucumbers, and tomatoes, and the bugs got the collards and Brussels sprouts. I did manage to harvest the yellow onions, a few tomatoes, and a couple of cucumbers, though. I told Tim we'll need to build a bigger fence around the garden patch before we try growing a garden again. That was a lot of work building a garden patch with a garden shed and raised beds, and not to mention all the planting that we did. I sure hope the deer enjoyed the fruits of my labor, but I tell you what, the next garden we grow will be all ours, that's for sure. Alright, y'all, I need to go ahead and make my bed so that I can fold some clothes that Tim washed for us at the laundromat. We go to the laundromat at least once per week, sometimes twice if there's a whole bunch of dirty clothes. I tell you what, I'm so ready to have my own washer and dryer here in the trailer. That would save us a whole lot of time and money. So I can't wait until we renovate the laundry room. It's a tiny laundry room, but hey, as long as I have a place to wash and dry our clothes, then I'll be one happy girl. I can't believe fall is right around the corner, y'all. I've already started planning out my fall decorations, but I'm not quite ready to start decorating. Not just yet, anyway. It's still a little too early for me. I decorated super early last year, and I actually got tired of looking at the same decorations for 2 months straight. I did order a new fall quilt, though, and I can't wait to use it on the bed. Anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and work on folding the laundry, and before I know it, it will be time to start cooking dinner. Tonight we're having stuffed bell peppers with roasted potatoes. Just something super easy for a weeknight meal. I love these little fleece blankets that you can buy at Walmart. They're perfect for doggy blankets. I use them in the kennel and on Max and Willow's dog beds. I even put them outside on a chair for Milo. He loves sleeping in the chairs on the front porch, so I like giving him a little comfy cushion to sleep on. He used to have a cat stand, but he refused to use it. He even has a little cat house, but he prefers to sleep on a chair, sweet boy. I love that cat so much. Alright, y'all, I've just about finished with the laundry, so you know what that means? Break time. I'm going to head outside and visit with Milo, and then it'll be time to get dinner started. The boys will be home from school soon, so I thought I'd go ahead and get dinner started a little early today. Like I mentioned before, we're having stuffed peppers and roasted little potatoes for dinner. We've had roasted potatoes plenty of times, but this will be the first time I've ever made stuffed peppers, so I'm excited to give them a try. I found a recipe on onceuponachef.com that I'll link in the description box down below. Truth be told, I'm not really a big fan of peppers, especially the green ones, so I'll just be using red, yellow, and orange peppers today since they seem to be a little bit sweeter. Well, alright, if you're ready, let's go ahead and get dinner started. After I finish prepping the potatoes, then I'll set them aside while I prepare the peppers. To prepare the potatoes, I'll season them with salt, pepper, and thyme leaves, and I'll coat them in olive oil. They will roast in a 425-degree oven for about 30 minutes or just until they start to turn golden brown and are fork tender. I don't want y'all going and getting the wrong idea. I'm no professional chef. I'm just a wife and a mom trying to make healthy, tasty meals for my family. I really don't come up with my own recipes, but I'm pretty good at following other people's recipes. Believe it or not, I have some picky eaters around here. Just like our dinner tonight, I can almost guess exactly who will and who won't eat the peppers. I try to make meals that everyone likes, but sometimes I try to get them out of their comfort zone by trying out new recipes. Sometimes they're a big hit, and sometimes I get asked, please don't make that again. And I'm pretty sure tonight will be one of those nights. I'm getting so excited, y'all. I've been researching farmhouse kitchens, and I think I have an idea of how I want the kitchen to look once it's renovated. I just don't know when that's going to be. But the sooner we finish our son's room, well, that's one step closer to starting the kitchen. First, we have to finish our son's bedroom and then Granny's bathroom before we can even think about starting on the kitchen. But I think it's good to go ahead and start planning now so that I can have an idea of what I want it to look like. Not Tim. He likes to focus on the current project, and right now all he's thinking about is dinner. So I need to go ahead and get busy. I've got a hungry crowd looking for their supper. Alrighty, the potatoes and peppers are roasting in the oven. According to the recipe, you need to roast the peppers for 20 minutes before stuffing them with the meat and rice mixture. To make the meat mixture, I'm going to brown some yellow onion in olive oil. These are actually onions that I grew in my garden this summer. After the onions have sauteed for 2 to 3 minutes, then I'll add minced garlic. Once the garlic is fragrant, I'll then add the ground meat to the pan. I'll be seasoning the meat mixture with chili powder, cumin, and oregano, as well as salt and pepper. After the ground meat is browned, I'll add tomato sauce, cooked rice, and Colby Jack cheese. Once the peppers have finished roasting for 20 minutes and the meat mixture is ready, then I'll stuff the peppers. They'll go back in the oven for another 10 to 15 minutes. Alright, let's get this done. Who's ready to stuff some peppers? Once the peppers are stuffed with the meat mixture, I'll smother them with some Colby Jack cheese and they'll go back in the oven for another 10 to 15 minutes until it's bubbly and the cheese is melted. And just like that, dinner is ready, y'all. It looks delicious. I sure hope it tastes as good as it looks. We will soon find out. I'm going to go ahead and serve up dinner, and then Tim and I are going to head outside to enjoy our dinner on the front porch. And just like that, dinner is over, y'all. And it was very good, if you like bell peppers. I had a yellow stuffed pepper, and it was quite nice. It was sweet and tender, and the meat mixture was full of flavor. And the roasted potatoes were a perfect side dish. I'm so glad that I pushed myself out of my comfort zone, considering that I don't really like bell peppers. I'll definitely make this dish again. But now it's time to clean up the kitchen. I have just a few dishes to wash, and then I'm going to be ready to call it a night. Well, y'all, I guess that's about it for another video, and I sure hope you enjoyed it. I tell you what, it feels so good to be back on track as far as renovations go. Our next step will be to remove the old subfloor, and I can't wait to get started. Once we replace the subfloor with new OSB boards, then we can rebuild the bedroom wall back better than it was before. Alright, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and finish cleaning up the kitchen, and then guess what time it will be? Sunset time. I'm going to head outside to enjoy the sunset out over the Blue Ridge Mountains. I sure hope you all have a great week, and I'll talk to you real soon. Bye, y'all.